Om Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnan Jagadgurum Pada Padme Tayo Sritva Pranamami Muhu. Om Bhadram Karne Vishrunuyama Devaha Bhadram Pashye Makshabhiryajatraha Sthirairangaye Stuštuvagum Sastanubhi Yashema Devahitam Yadayu Swasti na Indro Vriddhashavaha Swasti na Pusha Vishwavedaha Swasti nastarksho Arishtanemihi Swasti no Brihaspatir Dadatu Om Shanti 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 Hare Om. Om. O gods, may we always hear with our ears what is auspicious. O worshipful ones, may we with our eyes always see what is auspicious. May we live our allotted life hale and hearty, offering our worship unto thee. May Indra of ancient fame bestow auspiciousness on all of us. May the all-nourishing portion be propitious to all of us. May Garuda, the destroyer of all evil, be well disposed towards all of us. May Brihaspati ensure all our welfare. Om, peace, peace, peace be unto all. We are studying the Kaivalya Upanishad. A great soul called Ashvalayana approached Bhagavan Brahma himself for teaching him Brahma Vidya. Of course, Brahma knows better than anybody else. Brahma Vidya means self-knowledge. Brahma himself is Brahman, so he should know better. He was a manifestation of the supreme reality so that he can bestow his grace upon all the people like us. So he manifests as Brahma, as Vishnu, as Shiva, as Uma, as Parvati, as Kali, as Surya, as Indra, as Agni, as Soma, everything in this world, there is nothing excepting Brahman. But here, Saguna Brahma is what we call the Jagat, and the Jagat consists of the living as well as non-living. So earlier we have seen that one must take to the life of sannyasa. What is sannyasa? That I had enough of this world, and this experience that I had enough of this world comes only after experiencing the world, not before. And after many millions of births, after going through various experiences, then man understands the ephemerality, the transitoriness, the temporariness, the changefulness, the dependentness of everything in this world, whether it is Jiva or Jagat, and then he becomes restless. Sri Ramakrishna puts it so beautifully. A child is immersed with play, and mother is calling so many times, my child, food is ready, you must be hungry, come. But he would not heed the words of the mother. But hunger overcomes him, and he throws everything and then runs into mother's lap. So this is exactly what happens to each one of us. We are busy with these playthings called this world. Even marriage is a plaything. So birth, growth, old age, disease, suffering, death, marriage, divorce, everything. Sukha, dukkha, sita, ushna, mana, apamana, jaya, apajaya. Everything is a play. This is a marvelous concept. That means it appears to be real, but not real at all. So earlier in the sixth, we have seen how Parameshti taught him that you must meditate upon that supreme reality with 13 qualities: avyaktam, achintyam, arupam, nirgunam, etc., etc. But that is the highest stage of sadhana. What about people who are just starting? For them, the saguna upasana, the concept of upasana, how our Vedas have designed the teachings. Vedas are nothing but pure teachings for helping every human being first play with the all the worldly things. But even to play, one can get excellent toys, be very happy, what you call digital games, etc., which were not available earlier. So indirectly, the Vedas started karma kanda, even though very classically we divide Vedas into only two categories: karma kanda as well as gnana kanda. But implied with the karma kanda is a higher stage, pure rituals without any meditation, rituals plus meditation as swatantra upasanas or karmanga upasanas. There are two types of meditations as part of the ritual. For example, if somebody is doing Satyanarayana Vratam, they have to meditate upon the form of Vishnu, Narayana. But without also, when we go to the temples, we just prostrate, etc. That is pure karma. But when we are combined meditation, that is called karma angibhuta upasanas. This is the second category. So first karma kanda, then upasana kanda, then only comes gnana kanda. And this gnana kanda consists of three things: shravanam, mananam, and then nididhyasanam. It doesn't matter whether a person is a devotee or a treading the path of one treading the path of gnana marga. It doesn't really matter. Even for a bhakta, there is an initiation. So Venkateshwara could be chosen deity, Rama, Krishna, Narayana, Shiva, etc. can be Ishtadevatas. And each one of them have got their own specific mantras are there. So this is a very important part. Then we have to sit and not only do puja, but also meditate upon. So what does it do? Our Vedas tell us if one does good karmas, he will get to higher loka called Pitru Loka. But if the same person combines meditations, he will go to Swarga Loka or even Brahma Loka. But if a person wants to go beyond Brahma Loka, Brahma's Loka, which is the highest in the dualistic world, he has to meditate, have an intense yearning for God realization to become one with God. So that is called Gnana Kanda. Even in Bhakti Kanda, Bhakti Marga, we have initiation, Shravana, and then we have to Manana, meditation, and by that transform our life and slowly progress and become one with Bhagavan himself. Nididhyasana. How? Even the Ramanujaites tell us. First, he will enter into the same world as Vishnu, Vaikuntha. This is called Salokya. Then slowly he will be evolving there also. That is called Samipya. Through intense meditation, a kita, an insect, becomes like a Brahmara or honeybee. So also this person attains Sarupya. But there comes a time when he must become one with Bhagavan Narayana. That is called Sayujya. So even in Vaikuntha, 4 stages are there. Salokya, Samipya, Sarupya, and finally Sayujya. And many people misinterpret Sayujya means the person ever remains separate from God, not for long. Bhagavan himself, like a loving mother or grandmother, says, I have para prakruti, higher nature. Then he will meditate upon it. But we have to start whatever stage we are at. Now we are supposed to be in that stage where we can never think about Nirguna Brahma, Avyaktam, Achintyam, Nirgunam, Nirakara. Not possible. Therefore, in this 7th mantra of this Kaivalya Upanishad, we have a marvelous exposition. Umasahayam Parameshwaram, Prabhum, Trilochanam, Neelakantham, Prashantam, Dhyatva, Muni Gacchati, Bhutayonim, Samasta Sakshim, Tamasaha Parasta. So some of these words must be ringing some bells with us. Tameva Vititva, Atimrutyumethi, Nanya Pantha Vidyate, Ayanaya. So Tamasaha, Vedam Janamyaham Purusham, Tamasaha Parastat, Vedahametam, Purusham Mahantam, Aditya Varnam, Tamasaha Parastat. Same words are used in different mantras, but these are all the very essence of the Upanishads. So, to help such people, what is called Saguna Brahma Dhyana is imposed. And wherever Saguna Brahma is there, as we discussed in our last class, if there is Brahma, there is Saraswati. If there is Vishnu, there is Lakshmi. If there is Shiva, there is Shivani. And here, very beautiful, very meaningful for us, Uma Sahayam. So, how can one meditate upon Parameshwara? Only with the help of Uma. Because when Parameshwara, as we studied in the Kena Upanishad, appeared as Yaksha, everybody got frightened because Yaksha represents the Nirguna Brahma and one cannot understand. It is frightening. As we have seen in the Mandukya Karika also, even Muni, he starts shaking whenever he wants to meditate upon the Nirguna Brahma. It creates bhaya. Such a high mentality should be acquired slowly, gradually through Guna Dhyana. This is called Guna Dhyana. And only comes Swarupa Dhyana. As we discussed earlier, meditation has got 4 stages. First, Nama Dhyana, which we call Japam. Then Rupa Dhyana, which we call Dhyanam. Then Guna Dhyanam. Whatever qualities we are suffering from, negative qualities, must be replaced by positive qualities. And acquisition of those positive qualities is made easier by meditating upon God in that particular positive quality. Suppose somebody is not is Shanta, is Ashanta. So meditate Shanta Akaram, Bhujaganayanam, Padmanabham, Suresham. If somebody is what we call a miser, then he has to say Varadaraja is prepared to give anything for his devotees. So like that, Bhagavan is assumed to be a repository of infinite auspicious qualities, Sarva Mangala Mangalye. For what purpose? So that we can meditate upon a particular guna which is appropriate for us. This is very important for us to understand because God is an infinite repository of every quality. It doesn't mean we can take any quality. No, it is just like a appropriate medicine. For head problems, there are some medicines. For stomach problems, some other medicines. For sleep problems, some other medicines. We must have particular medicine for which can remove that particular source of suffering. So this is, we have to choose. First, for that, we have to be aware. What is that quality which is not allowing me to move forward? On the contrary, trying to pull me down. And if we do not accept it, if we do not understand it, I just make fun, Ask your wife, how? Don't ask, do I have any faults? Simply tell her, you are having these bad qualities. And she knows she doesn't have. So she will just catalog not only all your bad qualities, your 14 generations bad qualities, and thank God, you thank her and work out. I don't have this bad quality. If you want further clarification, he says that is the worst quality of all the bad qualities. Now you know what quality of God you have to meditate upon. So Uma Sahayam, Parameshwaram, Prabhum, and certain epithets are given. And each of these epithets, how many? Uma Sahayam, Parameshwaram, Prabhum, Trilochanam, Neelakantam, Prashantam. These are only just a few. And in addition, Bhuta Yonim, Samasta Sakshim, Tamasaha Parasta. Altogether, 9 qualities. So every sadhaka who sincerely thinks of God is called a Muni, Dhyatva. So meditating upon this Parameshwara, what does he gain? He will become one with that Parameshwara who is Bhutayoni, Samasta Sakshi, and beyond all darkness means of the nature of pure knowledge. By meditating upon Lord Parameshwara, consorted by Mother Uma, the highest Lord, the all-powerful, the three-eyed, the blue-necked, and the ever-tranquil, a true man of recollection, sadhaka, reaches that Parameshwara, who is the source of all the manifested world, who is the witness of this entire Jagat, Leela, and who is beyond this Jagat or beyond avidya, because Jagat means avidya. So here is the Saguna Dhyana is there. Let us take one by one. Uma Sahayam, that is Shakti, Shiva. In this connection, let us remember Sri Ramakrishna had a wonderful vision how Shiva grants liberation. In this context, we have to apply that vision, recall that vision, apply that vision here. No scripture, especially what is called Linga Purana or Skanda Purana, which talks about any person who dies in Kashi gets mukti. It only tells Shiva gives the mantra and the jiva becomes liberated. But nobody could confirm it. Some great yogi must have had a vision, and he was expressing his vision, and that got incorporated in the Puranas, and every Hindu believes it. And anybody who doesn't believe is not a Hindu. As simple as that. So if anybody asks you, am I a Hindu? You simply recollect and say, do you believe that if you go and die in Kashi, you get liberation. And if he says, no, this is bunk, I don't believe, he is not a Hindu. Simple. So what did Sri Ramakrishna say? He saw Shiva was moving from one funeral pyre, Chita, to another and whispering the Taraka mantra. What is the Taraka mantra? Some people say Rama mantra, that is fine. But Taraka means that which saves, that which liberates. What is that? According to our understanding, the best such, what is called Mahavakya Shravana, that is Tattvamasi, thou art me, or Shivosi, you are Shiva, which Shankaracharya put in the Nirvana Shatka, Pano Buddhi Ahankara Chittaninaham, Shivoham, Shivoham. Shiva comes and tells, you are none other than me. And because it is coming from Shiva himself, person becomes awakened. He becomes restless. But all his old papas, samskaras, are pulling him down. Then comes Sri Ramakrishna's vision for our aid. He saw Mother Kali, as soon as Shiva utters the mantra to the jiva, Divine Mother with a khadga, with a sword, cuts off all his bonds. How many bonds? 3 bonds. What are the 3 bonds? Sthola Sharira, Sukshma Sharira, Karana Sharira. And as soon as they are cut, the soul doesn't remain a soul, Jiva doesn't remain a Jiva, he becomes Paramatma, and immediately he understands. All this time, for a short time, I was thinking that I am not Shiva, I was not Shiva, but now I know I am Shiva. That is, that knowledge, attainment of that self-knowledge is called mukti or liberation, knowing who we really are. And Shankaracharya beautifully expresses it, as I have quoted so many times, Shiva Shaktya Yukto Yadi Bhavata Shaktah Prabhavitam Nachet Evam Devaha Na Khalu Kushalah Spanditumapi Ataha Tvam Aradhyam Hari Hara Virinchadivihi Api Pranantum Stotum Va Katham Akruta Punya Prabhavati. United with Shakti alone, Shiva becomes endowed with the power to create the universe. Otherwise, he is incapable even of movement. Therefore, similarly, also Vishnu. Similarly, also Hari, Hara, Virinchi. Hari means Vishnu, Hara means Shiva, Virinchi means Brahma. Api, they cannot Spanditum api na khalu kushalaha. Even they cannot move. Shiva becomes Shiva, separated from Shakti. Therefore, that is the Shakti is necessary for the manifestation of knowledge. And that is true in our day-to-day life also. You know that there is very marvelous sweet in the fridge, but you are a couch potato and you want to enjoy it. What you do? You require a little bit of Shakti and you shout at your wife. She says, I am busy and it is there in the fridge. You lazy lout, you get up and help yourself. And then you have no option and you that Shakti to get up, to walk to the fridge and to grasp the sweet and to eat it and then to digest it. Without Shakti, you will not be able to do it. So, the Vishnu cannot do the Palana, Shiva cannot do the Laya, and of course, Brahma cannot even create. That is why he is called Sa Guna Brahma. Guna means here, we call Maya, Prakriti, Shakti, different names. Jagan Mata, Jagat Janani, Srishti Sthiti Vinashanam, Shakti Bhute Sanatani. But without pure consciousness, Shakti doesn't even function, doesn't even exist. So, a combination of Shiva and Shakti. That is what the great Acharya Shankara is expressing here, O Mother, even if Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara cannot function without your grace, what to speak of ordinary people, person like me? Akruta Punyaha means absolutely dull fellow like me. Pranantum stotum va. I want to speak about you. I want to hymn about you. That what to him, how to him can only come if you enlighten my heart. And even if I want to bow down to you, surrender myself to you, Shakti is necessary. Why? Because we suffer from romantic pains, especially in old age. Romantic pain means romantic pains. So, unless Mother grants us that Shakti, we cannot even sleep. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Nidra Rupena Samstita. So, Parameshwara is the Lord and the Master, Prabhu, where in each individual bosom, that is Jivatma, is none other than manifestation of Paramatma. That is called Prabhu. Our physical, mental, and intellectual experiences are impossible without the presence of Uma or Prakriti or Panchapranas, life in us. And this Parameshwara is described as what? Trilochana, three-eyed. But we have got marvelous mythology, and every bit of the mythology is nothing but pure spiritual symbolism. So we have got so many Puranas saying, describing for the sake of meditation, Shiva as Trilochanam. And here also the Upanishad is telling us, what is the Trilochana? Is it not odd? All of us have got only two eyes. What is the eyes? One eye is what is called Surya, another eye is called the Chandra, not the right and left, Surya and Chandra, because Surya gives light, Chandra gives light. If Surya and Chandra are absent, the eye will be totally useless. Like in pitch darkness, very interesting inference. Suppose there is pitch darkness and you are reading something, so suddenly the light goes off, the whole area's electricity is gone, it is pitch dark, and you can't see anything. Now, the question comes, has electricity gone or have you gone blind? You have to question yourself, because if you have gone blind also, you can't see. Maybe electricity is there, but you are blind, or maybe electricity is gone, you are not blind. How do you know? Because after some time, suddenly when you are able to see light, that proves that you are not blind. But if you are blind suddenly, you don't think suddenly one cannot go blind. Yes, one can go blind for whatever reason. I have seen a few people gradually in childhood, they were able to see very properly like any other normal person. But in youth, something has struck, slowly the vision started deteriorating, and a time had come and the person was completely unable to see. I have seen one such person in our German center. He used to come with the help of a stick, very intelligent person. But this is the condition. So, what is the meaning of Trilochana? A Puranic story goes, once Uma, and in Puranas, women are depicted as playthings. They are brainless, only thing. Nothing can be further from the truth. Because in Kena Upanishad we have seen it is the Shakti. Here also we have seen Uma Sahaya. So everywhere, even in Kena Upanishad, it was only Uma. So here also Uma Sahaya. Without Uma, without Kali, there cannot be Mahakala. So we have seen so many times this marvelous truth that male and female, we should not apply either on a physical level or on the intellectual level or much better on a spiritual level. Should not use, because it is only the body for certain what is called natural function has become male or female. But once we ignore that particular function, our seeing, our hearing, our thinking, our activities, which the modern women are more than proving nowadays, better than, much better than women, etc. Not all of them, some of them, etc. So there is a mystic symbolism. So Uma just quietly came and closed Shiva's eyes just for a moment. And then immediately, as soon as she closed, the third eye burst open in the forehead of Shiva. And then she let her hands out. Then Shiva explained, Devi, what have you done? Our 1 second of time is relative. That was what Einstein discovered. So many yugas for the world. And without Surya, Chandra, because Shiva's eyes are Surya and Chandra. Don't think he was a human being sitting in a very cold place like that, waiting for you. If this is true, and I will never go to Kailasa, I will always prefer only Vaikuntha, because nothing grows in the season. Only probably I have to go into hibernation and to help myself. Anyway, so what is the third eye? The Jnana Netram. So that third eye became the sun, third eye became the moon, third eye became the whole Shakti through which the whole world has been supported, became substratum. That is what the symbolism. But what is Gnananetram? Pure consciousness. Because if a person is unconscious, unaware, he is as good as dead. If a person is walking in the street and he is completely has lost his common sense, consciousness, awareness, and any number of vehicles can come and finish him in a second. You want to eat, consciousness is necessary. You want to, whatever activities we want to do, we have to be aware. Without awareness, we do not even recognize we are existing. That is the marvelous truth. It is said here, Trilochanaha, Shakti, even Sarva Mangala Mangalye, Shive, Sarvartha Sadhike, Sharanye. What comes next? Triyambake Gauri, Narayani, Namostuti. Always this third eye indicates pure consciousness is manifesting as both the subject and the object, etc. Then we have got Nilakantha. What is Nilakantha? Blue throated. What is the blue throat? We know how this story, the epithet has come. Devas got defeated many times, not once, and in future also they are going to be defeated. And so they approached Vishnu, how can we become stronger? And we don't want to die, long-lived one, not immortality. And he said that you have to churn the ocean, Samudra. Which is Samudra? Kshira Samudra. And he gave instructions. This is what you have to do. And then first you go and make friends with all the asuras. I am going to dwell a little bit because I have not many times dwelt upon the symbolism. So the pure story goes like that. They was approached asuras, who are after all their cousin brothers. Brothers, we should not quarrel. If China and America becomes friends, then they can rule over the whole world. So let us cooperate. You want to live, we also want to live. And Bhagavan Vishnu told us that Amrita is available if we churn this Kshira Sagara. Finally, what comes out is nectar, Amrita. And if we can drink that one, it will be marvelous. Then we will be. So, how to churn the ocean? We need a rod. So, this one whole hill itself Manda Parvata. So that becomes the churning rod. And then we require rope. Just like early morning, our ladies, they churn and try to bring butter out of that milk where they have put some yogurt for making it yogurt butter like that. So that butter is there, but it has to be brought out by churning, and that what comes out is the very essence of the milk, and that is called amrita. And Krishna knew better than anybody else. That's why he was even stealing and taking. So my advice is don't listen to the doctors. Of course, in moderate proportions, butter is extremely helpful. Buttering is also very helpful, no doubt about it. So, agreed. So, who would be the huge Parvata is there? Then, how to girdle that one? So, Vasuki became the rope. And then, how to keep it? So, God Narayana himself said, I will be below that Mandara Parvata, and then I'll be holding up because it has to be churned on the half submerged, half on the sky, like that, as we do here also. So, agreement was done. Now the question came, this rope, who will be holding the head of the Vasuki, who will be holding the tail of the Vasuki. And then they were suggested at the uh, indication of Lord Vishnu, first you tell that you hold the tail and we will hold the head because we are devatas. And the effect will be just the opposite. This asuras became enraged. Who the hell do you think you are? We are superior to you. We have defeated you so many times. We will be holding the head. That honor, like Duryodhana sitting at the head of Krishna. So we will do. And you take the tail. You are inferior fellows. Of course, that was what they was really intended, and they got hold of it. And they started churning. And as it was being churned, Vasuki was feeling terrible. Then from his mouth, hala hala visha was coming. And then all the asuras started dying, etc. Then they left the foolish fellows. We did not think about it. We should have held on to the tail, and that was the right thing to do. Devas would have died, but it is too late. Pride will prevent them from exchanging the places. Then they asked Vishnu. Vishnu, the Puranic stories are like that. Vishnu wants to put down Shiva. He said, our Shiva is a Lokamitra. So you just go and say Shiva, 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 and immediately is, Asutosha. Oh, people are falling at my feet. So let me go and help them. So they went. What is your problem? This hala hala visha is coming out. Oh, so you please save us. Oh, since you have taken refuge in me, I will certainly save you. Give it. And then he drank the whole lot, as if half a cup of poison was given there for Shiva. But the Divine Mother, who is the very manifestation, embodiment of this whole world, if that poison goes into his stomach, where he is holding all the three bhuvanas, all the three worlds, they will all be instantaneously, they will be dead. So Uma helped him. You hold it there, O Lord. Don't let it go down below the throat. So that is how it is they are saved, and it is not gone down. So the worlds are safe, devas are safe, asuras are safe. So this is the story. And the poison was so powerful, the throat had become blue. So that is why Neela Kantha, blue throated. That was the epithet he got from then onwards. But what is the symbolism behind? Symbolism is once Swami Ranganathanji Maharaj, he had given a marvelous talk. on this, the churning of the milk ocean. I think, if I remember rightly, I do not remember actually, probably three lectures he has given. Symbolism of Samudra Manthana. Of course, it is there in his works also. Eternal values, I think, for a changing society. It is included in that. I advise people to go through it. Now, what is the symbolism? Symbolism is our life is the ocean. We are the ocean. And in the ocean, there is Amrita, there is Visha, there are gems, there are marvelous things, Tribhuvanas. That's why very often we compare the samsara sagara. So there is a constant battle between the good tendencies and evil tendencies. That is the symbolism of even the Kurukshetra war. What is called Kauravas and Pandavas. So there is the constant battle is going on, and we get tired, easily discouraged, and we have to suffer a lot. That suffering is symbolized by Halahala Visha. We might get discouraged. If you still remember our old Mandukya Karika classes, Gaudapadacharya raises in the last prakarana that there are 4 obstacles for yoga. What are they? First thing, as soon as we sit for meditation, the first obstruction is laya. Laya means what? Sleep will come. Somehow, if we can overcome that, then mind becomes very, very restless. At that time, even more effort is necessary. No effort is necessary to go to sleep, but to keep awake, there are some aids. A strong cup of coffee or tea can definitely help. This is a very practical thing. One of our senior swamis advised a devotee, when you get up and then you sit for meditation, still that effect of the nidra is lingering over. So as soon as you sit, then the nidra devi again comes and embraces you. In order to avoid it, what should you do? Either you get up, walk up and down, and do your japam, and meditation is left over for later on, or otherwise take a strong cup of tea or coffee according to your preference, at least for half an hour or 45 minutes or 1 hour. You will not get sleep. Use that time. So if we can overcome laya, then mind becomes vikshepa, means scattered, thinking of 1,000 things. But the technique is uparati. Uparati means withdrawing by observing them. That is the remedy for it. But if we progress, overcoming these two, laya and vikshepa, a third obstacle, tremendous obstacle, very powerful obstacle, that is called kashaya. In Ayurvedic terminology, kashaya is called very bitter medication. So bitter. Holy Mother was once given this kind of kashaya, and then she was telling, Baba, with great willpower I am taking this. But once I drink this kashaya, whole day, whatever I eat, only tastes of bitterness. But being a divine mother and having a bounden duty to be an exemplary person, she had no option. But of course, there is no sweet homeopathy working there. So it is homeopathy. That's why so many people prefer homeopathy. Very sweet pill. Even if there is a pill, it should be very sweet. Anyway, we don't know. So this is the kashaya has to be overcome. Once these 3 obstacles are overcome, then a person starts getting tremendous amount of joy, ananda. This is called rasaswadana. So much of ananda. The person doesn't want to move forward. Just a mountain climber. He climbs to a certain height, and the scenario all around him is what is called most mind-moving. It is so beautiful. He doesn't want to go any up. He wants to sit there and enjoy. Because the higher up we go, then the vegetation will vanish, all the fauna will go away, and then what appears is snow-clad Himalayas, etc., which is not really a little bit boring also, no doubt about it, unless you are of a high poetic mind. So we don't want to move from the ananda we are experiencing. And that is the hardest obstacle to overcome. And that is the symbolism here, Samudra Manthana. As soon as Visha is gone, so many marvelous things started coming, and rishis and munis and everybody started running. Me first, me first. And Indra himself had run, forgetting, I don't know, he left his duties of churning the Vasuki, and he ran there, and then he got Airavata and what is called a horse, divine horse, celestial horse. So, like that, jewels, marvelous eatables, and invaluable things. That is, when a person succeeds in yoga, various siddhis can come to him, including the power of attraction, etc. And later on, only he will come to know these are all real poison. Anyway, these things will come. At last came the most desirable woman in the world, that is called Lakshmi. Lakshmi means name and fame. Lakshmi means happiness. Lakshmi means health. Lakshmi means power and position. Every power combined, all powers combined together. That is why we call it Navalakshmi, 9 manifestations of Lakshmi. Then everybody was stunned and everybody wanted her. But then she understood. The only person who is worthy of possessing me is Bhagavan Vishnu. Straight away, he went there. Why? Because Vishnu's role is sustenance, sthiti. And for sthiti, what is called both carrot and stick are necessary. Carrot means I will give you wealth, I will give you health, I will give you happiness, I'll give you a good wife, good husband, good children, good house, good position, everything desirable by most people in this world, I will give it to you. And all that is represented Dhana Lakshmi, Rajya Lakshmi, Yasho Lakshmi, Sampat Lakshmi, Arogya Lakshmi, etc. Every Lakshmi, every good thing, that is all a embodiment of Mahalakshmi. So this Mahalakshmi belongs only to Vishnu. Why? Because the symbolism is that he doesn't want anything. He uses it for the welfare of other people. Lakshmi will remain only with that person who becomes completely unselfish, and whoever is selfish, sooner or later, Lakshmi will part, divorce that fellow. And that's why Lakshmi toya taranga bhanga chapala vidyuchalam jivanam tasman mam sharanagatam tvam raksha rakshaduna Shiva Manasa Aparada Kshamapana Stotram. So these good things will come. That is called Rasasvadana. But what is the first thing? Visha, terrible dislike. I do not get spiritual benefits, and I have given up all the things that are giving me happiness, that kashaya, that restlessness, that attachment. So either we go to sleep, our mind becomes restless. Restless means thinking of all the pleasurable things, the memories of pleasurable things coming to the surface is called vikshepa. And if somehow we want to progress, terrible hatred, what is called disbelief, ashraddha, Whoever has seen God, every spiritual person is suffering. So it is no use. It is better to have whatever little I have, even if it be temporary. And I don't know, we don't know whether we are getting. This is called charvaka. That mental attitude is called kashaya. Now, what is the remedy for that? All these are vishas only. Laya is visha, vikshepa is visha, kashaya is visha, rasaswadana is the greatest visha. Halahala, run to the Shiva. Oh Lord, please make me free from these. I am unable to overcome them, go beyond them. And then Shiva, what does he do? On our behalf, to whomsoever, whoever surrenders himself, herself to Lord Shiva, he swallows that poison and he gives that knowledge. That knowledge, pure awareness, is represented by Trilochana, third eye. So this Shiva is called Nilakantha. So much of symbolism is there. So Vasuki, exhausted, tired, vomited the terrible poison, and only Bhagavan, the faith in Guru, that this is what Guru warned us about. First comes these four obstacles, all the four. The lowest one is of the weakest obstacle. The fourth one is the highest obstacle, strongest obstacle. So, what is the way to overcome them? Surrender. Let us surrender ourselves to the Divine Lord. This is the symbolism. Swami Chinmayanandaji has put it in a beautiful language, so I will read out to you. Subjectively, in each one of us, when the churning is done in our purified sattvic mind with the intellect, andhara, that supports the mind, and the rope of the ego serpent Vasuki by the lower asuras and the higher devas. Means whether our thoughts are of lower nature, worldly nature, or spiritual nature. There cannot be a divided mind, a what is called bifurcated mind, dichotomous mind. I want both world, I also want spiritual. It must become completely one. That is the purpose of uparati and dharana. Then only dhyana will come. So in the early stages of meditation, and poison will come, many tempting. So this emerge, but if the churning is continued, a time will come when we must give up, surrender all these things, otherwise we will never get immortality. So surrender yourself to Gnanam, who is represented by Shiva himself. Ego and egocentric desires should not be allowed to poison either the head or the heart of the meditator at this stage of our spiritual development. And naturally, when the churning continues, the supreme experience is unfolded and the goal is gained. Many are the sadhakas who fall down by the roadside, either overcome, unable to overcome, because they never surrendered themselves because of the egotism. That is why Lord Shiva is given the epithet three-eyed and Neelakantham. That is, this is one of the incomparable mystic pictures that signify the mighty one, who on waking up to the God consciousness transcends the limited vision of the world of names and forms and comes to live with the universal oneness. That is very, very important for us to understand. Then, prashantam, if we surrender ourselves, our obstacles, we are helped by Lord Shiva, knowledge in the form of higher knowledge, and then our mind becomes prashantam, absolutely serene, unpointed. So, prasade sarva dukkhanam anirashyopajayate prasanna chetaso hi ashu buddhi pari avatishtate prashantam. And with that prashanta mind, serene mind, which is like yatha deepo nivatasto nengate sa upama smrita. Like in a windless room, a lamp is lighted No air is allowed to come and affect, and it burns without any flickering. When the mind attains to such a state, it is called Prashantam. Then Munihi, such a person, now go ahead with your meditation. Dhyatva, you meditate upon this Parameshwara, Umasahaya. Then what does he get? Gachati. This person attains. Gachati means he attains. What does he attain? Self-knowledge. What is that knowledge? Bhuta yonim. That person attains to the supreme reality, who is the very cause. Yoni means the origin, the cause of the entire universe consisting of jivas and as well as the what is called pranis and jadas. And then he, even though created, not like worldly people, samasta sakshim, through the sun, through the moon, through the nakshatras, through 24 hours, he is witnessing and especially sitting in the very center of our heart is because he is watching everything. Whatever we thought, whatever we were remembering, whatever we have stored, what we are going to do, whatever happened in the past, what is going to happen in the future, what is going to happen in the present. Everything he knows. Tamasaha parastat gachati. He goes beyond all ajnanam. Tamasaha is defined as avidya. What is avidya? Absence of forgetfulness of what is called self-knowledge. When Arjuna was asked, he says that my moha, nashto moha, smriti labdha, tvat prasadat, by your grace, maya achyuta. Oh achyuta, you held me and you removed all the false memories that I am Arjuna, I am a Rajakumara, I am a Pandava, I have to fight these people. Now I know I am the Atman and everybody is the same Atman. There are no two, everything is one. So this is the ultimate result. What is the essence of this? Essence is that we have to take the help of Umasahaya. Here I will unravel a secret for you. When we are talking about meditate upon Parameshwara, and he should be that meditation should be done with the help of Uma. What it means is it is only the Jagat Janani. Earlier I have quoted, unless Mother Kali cuts down all the bonds we are meshed up with, we are caught in the net of three gunas. Even if Shiva comes and gives the Taraka mantra, it is of absolutely no use. That is what Holy Mother said, my son, I am Mahamaya. Nobody can get out of me, and mukti is in my fist. To whomsoever I wish, I can give instantaneously. Mithya jagadathisthana muktida mukti rupini. This is the meaning of this seventh mantra. We will continue tomorrow. Om Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagatgurum Padapatne Tayo Usritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. May Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother, and Swami Vivekananda bless us all with bhakti. Jai Ramakrishna.